Learning the curse. Learning the curse.
Welcome to the classroom, motherfuckers. This is Learning the Curse with Adam and Chuck.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since one of those have been popped on there.
Delicious.
Damascus. People like us who believe in physics know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion.
Thanks, Albert Einstein.
Yes, we love Albert Einstein. Back to life.
Life.
Back to the day-
life.
That's why I did it.
Back to reality.
Back to life. Back to the days of future past reality. Wait, we could do better than that.
What?
Back to life. Back to days
The-
of our lives, future past reality. Boom.
Back to the future days of future past. Back to the days of future past reality. Something. I don't know. What were we doing?
But time travel. We're
travel.
back. We
We're
haven't
back.
recorded in forever, but for you guys, it's literally our last recorded episode is out as we're doing this.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the first actually that this has happened.
Yes, in a long time.
Actually,
I think
has
at
it?
all.
At all.
At
Like
all.
we've always had at least one in the bank.
Time.
Yeah.
And we're doing time travel.
That's true.
I was sicker than a dog.
You were sick of
I was
this.
sicker than a dog that took a shit and like ate up that shit, regurgitated that shit, ate it again, shit it out, thought
then-
about it, ate it, and then finally threw it up for
Threw it up again and
Yes.
packed it into a suppository pill and shoved it up
Just
his ass.
Fucking yes.
Yeah.
That's how to, anally pill inject.
Anal seepage.
Mother improved. Mother improved.
Moist.
I always want to say
anal
mother
seepage.
improved.
Mother
Like, how does
improved.
mother improve it?
Right?
Anyway.
Mother improved.
Yes. Welcome back to
She puts love in it. That's how mother improves it. God damn
How
it.
does it taste so good? Mama put a love in it. Welcome
Just-
back to the past, present, or future for another, because that's how it is.
It
we
is
don't know.
true.
They could be
We don't
listening
know.
like 10 years from now
Exactly.
for another episode of
They
Learning
could be
to
listening.
Curse.
They could be listening like
Right now at the window.
billions of years in the future, where they've developed a way
To time travel. And they came back in time, and
came
now they're
back
listening in through the
before
window.
we even recorded this,
Yes.
and are listening to it before it even happened.
Then they're hearing the many worlds interpretation.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
They're just tiny
spoiled.
worlds. There's itty bitty worlds.
Yes.
Is that what you mean by many worlds?
The many tiny worlds interpretation
Right.
of it, where we just like there's many versions of this episode because it wasn't recorded yet to them. Boom.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So welcome back to the past, present, or future for another episode of Learning to Curse. Adjusting the flux capacitor. We have Shuck
And
jerking off.
jerking off in the TARDIS.
Yes!
We've got Adam over here on the left.
Why not? I jerked off in the Travis Walton phone booth.
You did.
He'll never be on our show.
You did. You put the what was it?
The juice in it.
No. We
The juice in the box.
semen, those semen stickers. Yeah. It was that
Today
call
we're-
back to the episode with Jeremy,
Oh, man.
or one of them at least.
Today we are dropping a time travel overview episode. This is a new thing for us. To get the topic of time travel cracked open properly for future episodes. That will be more specific about certain theories and alleged time travel stories. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of episodes in the new season like this. Where it's just an overview of all the
Different, the
the
different
bulk of
shits.
it, the
It's kind of
histories
like
and-
a more dedicated spitballing, but
Yes.
it's about a specific topic as opposed to a spitballing
Yes.
about bringing in as many topics as we can think of.
everything
to
he just said
bullshit
and
about.
more.
Yeah,
It's
including my
Yeah.
penis.
yes, exactly.
No, probably not.
Just like our Mandela Effect episode, we are doing this episode for a specific reason.
We are.
Randomly, we chose episode 47 again.
That's right.
And, well, not again, but
Not
we
again.
chose a number.
Well, what had
randomly.
happened was at one point during a recording session,
should do time travel.
somebody said, and then they said, we should do a time travel episode. 40. One of us mentioned that it should be episode 47.
Yeah.
I honestly think it was you.
Again, just
yeah.
like Mandela Effect.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a Mandela, maybe episode 25.
Yeah, episode 25. Episode 112 is going to be about Catholicism.
Damn it, Chuck. Now we're going to be, we have to do it. We have to do it. We're writing it down after this episode.
I don't even remember what number I just said.
112 or some shit like, I don't know.
We'll listen back.
So per usual,
It's
we
recorded.
will make good on that.
Yeah, we will.
I think we should cast you casted a much further out net than I did.
Right, exactly.
I think we should cast a longer line.
Oh.
How about episode 99 is 99 problems, but blank isn't one.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank.
So I was talking to this guy at work one time, and he was saying that he was allergic to seafood.
Yeah.
And I said, I got 99 problems, but a fish ain't one.
It'll be our Under the Sea episode.
Right.
Okay, that's it. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I can't
true.
use ain't, by the way. That's why I said isn't.
No.
So
Isn't.
that's why it's... So episode 99, you're hearing it now.
Isn't.
99 problems, but
A fish ain't one.
isn't one.
A fish isn't
I
one.
can't say ain't.
You can't say ain't.
Isn't a word.
That's true.
I was going to say ain't a word, see?
Ain't not a word, man.
All right, let's get to the promos.
The promos.
Before we get into the time travels, let us get the promos out. Where can I find us, Chuck?
They can find us at ageofradio.org.
.org.
Ah, yes. And they can find us at Facebook if you just look up Learning to Curse, all one word. Or Twitter, Learning to Curse, all one word.
Or many words just strung together with no breaks,
Right, exactly.
no pump breaks.
Or your mom's
Or in
bathroom
the
counter, all one word.
Yes. Wait.
J-date.
MySpace.
Yeah.
Send us.
Christian Mingle.
Yes.
We should start a Christian Mingle.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't mind mingling with Christians.
Yeah. That depends.
Oh.
Depends on an old person.
Old people depend on depends.
That's true.
Yes.
Well, some of them. The incontinent ones.
From what continent? From inside the
It
continent?
ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't incontinent, son.
This commercial brought to you by CCR and a
Right.
bunch of coughs.
Yes.
I'm dying.
Don't die.
I'm
Oh,
trying
it's
to-
a callback to episode 1.
Yes, episode 1, 2, and 3, I was dying, but I'm much worse now. But
sound better.
Time is of the essence, so we needed to do our
Yeah.
time travel episode before we had no episode to put out this.
Right? It'll just be me farting on a snare drum.
So check this out. One of my coworkers, before recording this session, when I left work,
Yeah.
he was listening to the episode that is out right now.
Really?
Episode 1999.
Episode
It's not
1999.
episode. It's episode
Loose
46,
balloons.
1999.
Yes.
Black balloons. Yep.
No. Not
No?
black balloon. Red balloons.
Red balloons. They all float.
1999
Yep.
red balloons.
They all float down here.
That's true.
Okay.
I just watched that movie for the first time.
So thank you, Timothy, for listening to 1999 and reminded me I need to fucking record in the next damn episode.
Right. Yeah. We need to get them shits out.
I'm dying.
Don't die. Oh, you know what? It's another callback.
What's that?
We're using the same mics that we used the first time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they're not glitching on us because
They're
we have
not.
a better mixture.
Exactly.
So, in science fiction, time travel is simply defined as the action of traveling through time into the past or the future.
I mean, technically, we're time traveling now.
Yes, because we're moving into the future. It is the movement of a person or an animal or an object, let me put that in there too, between certain points in time.
Yeah.
Typically using a hypothetical device known as a
Flux capacitor.
time machine.
Oh,
But
that
yes,
thing.
yeah, you're being more specific in
No.
one version of the fictional time
Right.
travel stories.
Yeah.
While time travel is a widely recognized concept in fiction and even philosophy, especially
Philosophy.
Philosophy. No, you don't want a philosophy.
Don't
Papa
philosophy.
blue pill and you don't philosophy anymore. It is also an observable phenomenon in science.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Right.
We're moving forward in time. No,
Right.
traveling.
Well, quantumly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Traveling forward in time, outside the usual sense of the perception of time, is an extensively observed phenomenon and well understood.
Phenomenon. Bum, ba, da, da, da.
Phenomenon.
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Thank you, Albert Einstein, again early. Is an extensively observed phenomenon and well understood within the framework of special relativity and general relativity.
Correct.
Thank
you,
you,
Albert Einstein. I've
Yeah.
read that book.
Yes, it's good stuff.
Einstein's theory of
Theory of hairdos.
No. Yeah, that one. I read that one.
Theory of hairdos.
No, but no, that's not even what the book is called. But
Yeah, but it's about relativity.
fucking book about relativity.
Mein Kampf.
Yes.
Wait, no?
No,
No,
that's a
that was
different.
the other
That's
guy.
a different dude. That's a different German.
Yes. He was a German Jew.
A German Jew.
Yes. Moving
A
backwards.
Jewman.
Judoman.
Judo.
We're going to do the judoman.
Judo chop.
Judos. Oh, mein Gott.
But just to go towards that, the spooky action at a distance kind of
Yes.
shit, or what's the
Quantum entanglement.
yes, quantum entanglement? What's the one? with
Thank
the-
you
the
again, Albert Einstein.
the anus and the vagina.
Oh, the double slit experiment, yes.
The theoretically that could be considered a form of time travel.
Yes, okay, because here's the thing. The observer. The observer is affecting what happens,
Right.
but the particle fucking knows what the observer is going to do.
Right. So
How?
if the particle,
Is that being outside of time or
I
is it
think
time
so.
travel? Because
I
they
would say,
theorize.
if it's being outside of time,
Yeah.
I would say that that's time traveling
Yes.
because you're able to see all the
the
possibilities
probabilities.
and
There you go.
collapse into one.
Yeah.
So you've done all of them.
Maybe the secret to time travel is wave particle duality
I think so.
in many worlds.
You think many worlds has to do with it?
Yes, because I don't.
But I want to know
because
what's love got to do with it,
not a damn thing.
and who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Exactly. Thank you, Tina
R.I.P..
Turner. We're finally R.I.P. She's not gone. Don't say that about my Tina. Say it about Ike.
I just think it's so much fun to say that about living
Say
celebrities.
that about Ike Turner, damn it. Not about Tina.
I was talking to Nikki about
What's
something,
Tina got to do with it?
right? And I just we had that conversation about
You had to have that conversation.
we had to have that
about
conversation.
Tina.
Yeah.
Moving backwards in time is where it gets tricky,
Right.
and it remains uncertain if it is possible. It is, however, possible to find solutions in general relativity that allow for it, but the solutions require conditions that may not be physically possible.
The Solutions, the band that I was in when I
Yes,
was in
the
high
band
school.
you were in, time travel.
Time travel.
Many in the scientific community believe that backward time travel is highly unlikely. Any theory that would allow time travel would introduce potential problems of causality. A classic example of this is the grandfather paradox.
Right.
And I think
When
most
you
of our
go
fans-
back in time and you fuck your grandfather,
Yes.
so that he would give you more milk money,
Exactly.
right?
Time travel.
That's
in
what that
time
means, right?
Back and off my granddaddy.
I went back
and then
in
my
time.
daddy wasn't born, and then
I went back in time
And
and,
then
I
wait.
beat off my granddad.
wait. I went back and I touched my granddaddy, and my granddaddy decided he liked it, so he not have my daddy, and then
And then
wait.
I disappeared. Poof. Right?
That's only with linear time travel. That's the problem.
That is the problem.
That
That's
is-
always been a problem for me for
is-
like in science fiction.
Touching your granddaddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially now that he's dead.
That's what time travel's for. You can get him in
Oh,
his
yeah,
youth.
that's true.
When
That's
he's
true.
spry and
When
young.
he looked more like me.
Like,
but
hey, brother.
you wanna rub you wanna bump some Cheerios?
Call back.
Bump the donuts?
Oh, man. We are getting to the end of the season, so there's going to be a lot of callbacks.
Bump the chocolate donuts.
Bumping the donuts. Though some physicists suggest that these sorts of temporal paradoxes can be avoided through the Novikov self-consistency principle.
Novikov
Novikov.
for the soul.
Or-
Better give me something.
Or a
fill the
variation
hole.
of the many worlds interpretation
Tiny
with
itty bitty
interacting
mini
worlds. See, I'm all about that.
Right.
Anyways,
you all about that?
We'll get to the
Well,
depth-
we
all about the bit. We've been talking
We've been
about
talking
that.
about that in 1999. We were all over them
all the way,
shits.
all the way back.
All the way back
talked
when we
about it in
time traveled.
99, and then we talked about it in 99 again when we time traveled there.
Right?
Yep. If you
'Cause-
haven't heard that episode, time
Because
travel
we're
back to that
boring
episode.
and we have the same conversations repeatedly over the 20 years
Well, eventually,
span.
we're gonna beat it all into like one grand theory that's
Yeah.
testable.
Right?
That's the thing.
That's the plan.
So let's get the Novikov self-consistency principle out of the way. It basically asserts that if an event exists that would cause a paradox or any change to the past whatsoever, then the probability of that event is zero. It would thus be impossible to create time paradoxes. We haven't done this one in a while, but
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think about it.
yes,
And I am again a layman idiot.
it's the river of time would just
Right.
correct itself and it would happen. No,
No. So if a paradox were to happen,
hard reboot.
it would happen.
Yep.
it's possible that it's already happened.
And it's just created another timeline.
Exactly.
And if it erased the original, then still it's a new timeline.
Right.
Yeah.
And that explains Mandela effect.
Mandela.
No, that doesn't work.
It does. Mandela. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It did in my world. I'm sick.
In your drugged out brain.
Yes. Doing the drugs. The mini world.
Are you smoking drugs?
I'm smoking the grass.
Oh, you shouldn't smoke grass. You should smoke marijuana.
Yeah, that's the grass.
Oh, that grass.
The
The
mini-
devil's lettuce.
Oh man.
What have you got there? A left-handed cigarette?
The devil's cheddar. I'm left-handed, so I got the devil's hand.
Oh,
The many worlds interpretation implies that all possible alternate histories and futures are real,
Satan's
each
hand job.
representing an actual world or universe. I like that idea. It's kind of, some people could say it's a cop-out idea.
the thing about it is that there's no way to prove or disprove it.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Maybe deja vu?
Well, no, that's just.
But it doesn't prove-
But that doesn't prove it.
Yes,
That's
yes.
just a speculating
Yes.
of.
It gives us something.
That gives us like
The edge.
it's like putting God in those gaps. Now we're putting what is
The
deja
many
vu?
worlds
The
of
deja vu is
interpretation gaps.
many world.
The gaps.
Yeah, it doesn't really hold up under
Yes.
scrutiny.
Well, that was wasn't that Nate's complaint about string theory too? That they were just creating other dimensions to have live mentions.
Right. Liv mentions.
Yes.
Liv Tyler
The
mentions.
Tyler- oh yes. I don't know. Yeah. I don't typically like.
I don't know. She's starting to look more and more like
Oh,
Steven.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't typically like daughters of famous rock stars because then they start to look like their daddies.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
Melanie Jagger.
What?
I don't know. I just made that name up.
Fucking what? Oh man.
Mandela
Roxanne Orbison.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh. I don't know if did he sire any children?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What about Lemmy?
Oh my God.
Imagine Lemmy's daughter.
No,
if he had one.
His Mark.
I know, right?
His Mark just created offspring.
Right. Oh, good God. it's a mole.
It's a mole. It's a wiggle muff. I don't
A
know.
Wigamuffin?
No, Wigamuffin is Trump's hair.
Yeah, I know.
So I had to come up with something new, but I can't because I'm sick.
A Morgendorf.
That's gonna be my excuse. I fucked up because I'm sick.
Yeah.
In general relativity, time travel to the past is theoretically possible,
Right.
but they were having the issue with the physical part, in certain space-time geometries that permit traveling faster than the speed of light. As for traveling to a specific point in space-time, there is limited support in theoretical physics, and it is usually only connected with quantum mechanics or wormholes, also known as Einstein-Rosen bridges.
Right.
Thank you, Einstein.
Thank you, Einstein.
We're gonna be thinking Einstein a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks a lot,
space-time?
Einstein.
Space-time, that's Einstein too.
Einstein.
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 Eins.
Eins. Eins.
Nine.
Eins.
9.
9.
And that is
Hey, what
just
time is it? 9.
9. It's not 9. It's well past 9 here. We never record anything earlier than 9.
That's not true. There was
sometimes.
that one day.
One day.
It was 9 a.m.
Yes.
when we started.
We did okay. I lied. We did a few episodes that were early.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that was just a quick snapshot of us going in Tangentville and a quick snapshot of how mainstream scientific community views time travel.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Sometimes it's stuffy and doesn't allow for all the fun shits like us because we get into it. Now it's time to get into the kooky and the spooky.
the kooky and the spooky. The fuck your something. Excuse me. Excuse
I
me.
don't know, I just threw some snaps in there.
Exactly.
The paranormal and the conspiracy theories and the bold-faced hoaxes. Because in a lot of cases with time travel, it's a hoax.
Hoax.
But it's fun. So first off, I have to call bullshit alert.
Okay.
If you go surfing YouTube, I won't name the content creator
Let's go
names.
surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
I won't name the content creator name,
Okay.
but
But
there are some YouTubers who post several vids
yes.
about alleged time travelers,
Right.
and other stuff too, but a lot of time traveler videos,
And tit
and their
videos.
faces all blurred out.
Oh.
And they go about being sent back in. They go on about being sent back in time from some dystopian future,
Right.
and AI is taken over, or it's a world war, and they don't know much about how the means of time traveling, but for some reason they picked this fucking random ass person off the street and put them in a military time travel group, and they came back in time and they recorded their video for a YouTube channel that rhymes with this. We'll just say Tampax.
Isn't that a female?
It is. Yes.
Sanitary product.
Their name rhymes with that loosely. So we'll just say that. Yeah.
Tampax.
But I call bullshit.
Tampons.
It's like, really? You're gonna if you had one, it'd be more believable, and it'd be lonely. It's the loneliest number. But they have tons of videos of all these alleged.
Every time I hear that song, one is the loneliest number. I'm picturing a dude masturbating.
I'm picturing One by Metallica.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
You're always picturing
what
One by Metallica.
What if that song was playing? Because the song One by Metallica isn't playing in this guy's head because the song is about him.
Right.
So within that narrative, what if the song in his head that's playing over and over again is One is the loneliest number?
Right.
One has the
Imagine
fewest members.
And you and me. That's what's playing through his head. The Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah. So happy together.
He's not together.
No.
He was a little bit here and a little bit there.
Right.
All right, we're going to move rather quickly.
Moving right along.
Moving right along through several popular time travel stories and theories, and we will revisit these later on subsequent episodes to explore them further.
That's true. We'll do that.
Because some of these stories I really want to go in depth on.
Right.
But we just don't have the time for
like
that.
the dude with the sunglasses?
The sunglasses, yes.
That one dude with the sunglasses and his cell
they
phone?
live. They could see the aliens.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rowdy Piper.
That was Rowdy Piper.
Rowdy son of a bitch.
Roddy Piper.
They killed him.
He
knew too much.
He knew too much. R.I.P.
First off, we have archaeological anomalies.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So archaeological anomalies. Are you talking about this? So this is when, if you're talking about,
Antikythera.
Oh.
Antikythera. That's what it is. Antikythera mechanism.
Yes.
You'll know what it is.
I know what it is. I've got it on my list.
The clockwork-like appearance dating to about 1,000 years before clocks were invented has been claimed by fringe sources,
Fringe sources.
to be evidence of alien visitation or time travel, and authors such as Zachariah Sitchin, which we got to cover him eventually.
You know what it could also be?
What's that?
Some fucking asshole figured out how to make a goddamn clock 1,000 years before anybody else did, and then it got buried.
Gears. So, anyways, authors such as Zachariah Sitchin, which we should cover him, batshit crazy, but I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Argue that this artifact is a product not of man, but of gods.
However, it's turning the frogs gay.
Oh, it's turning the frogs gay. However, mainstream scientists consider the Antikythera mechanism to be a form of mechanical computer created around 150 to 100 BCE.
Right.
Based on the theories of astronomy and mathematics developed by the ancient Greeks. Its design and workmanship reflect a previously unknown but not implausible degree of sophistication. Well, yeah.
Right.
They figured
it
out earlier than they thought.
When was Stonehenge made?
Before this.
Before that, right?
Yes.
And the precision stonework that was done on that? Yeah, they could figure out how to make fucking gears.
You know what it was? Okay, you know what they did have?
You know what I think it was? It was
period?
giant bicycle gears.
Exactly.
For giants.
For giants.
And their bicycles.
For giant pandas. Because they like bikes.
Right.
I don't know. I'll take it one step further. Time travel. What if it was brought back in time to them? It's a stretch, but not outside of the realm of possibility. But really, it's probably bullshit.
Yeah. I thought you were saying that time travel was brought back in time for people to be able to time travel in the past.
No.
No?
Then they'd fuck everything up.
Right.
No.
That's how you get a Trump presidency.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dumbing down the people. You know what they did have back then is they had astronomy and astrology.
They did.
Maybe
that's true.
Yes.
You know what else they had? They had brains.
Exactly.
Brains. Is that a zombie?
Yeah, I'm turning into a zombie. Then we have the Babylonokia. Babylonokia. Now, this was a fun one, but was found to be a hoax early on. I wanted to bring it up because a lot of people believe in it.
Hoax.
It was
chopping out that crusty semen in the hoe.
It was artwork by Karl Weingarter. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. Weingarter. It's got the umlauts. Created in 2012 in the form of a clay tablet shaped like a mobile phone, and its keys and screen showing cuneiform script.
Ooh.
Weingarter created the work to represent the evolution of information transfer from the ancient world to the present.
Right.
But fringe scientists, once again, and I wanted to bring this up because there's a lot of people that believe in this photo.
Right.
They believe that is the real deal. Fringe scientists and alternative archaeology proponents subsequently misrepresented a photograph of the artwork as showing an 800-year-old archaeological find. That story was popularized in a video on the YouTube channel Paranormal Crucible. Ooh. And led to the object being reported by some press sources as a mystery. Yeah, I remember when that came out because I fucking was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. How is this just something that just happens to look like a Nokia?
Right.
That's the route I was going. Like maybe it's something that meant something in ancient times, but it's not a fucking phone.
Right.
It's not a phone. It wasn't a time traveling phone.
Yeah.
I just figured it looked a lot like a fucking Nokia. But then I find out it's an art piece.
Now you just gave me an idea for making like a little cartoon of a Nokia phone.
Yes.
It's a time traveler.
It travels
goes back,
itself.
And it goes back.
It just pops up.
And it does it goes on crazy adventures with its friend BlackBerry.
You think I'm great and BlackBerry's great. Wait till you see smartphones.
Right. There's this one where you can touch the face and you don't even have to push buttons.
And then it has orgasms.
And it goes, oh good, I'm ejaculating.
Go listen to that episode, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was bullshit. Obviously, it was artwork, but I brought it up because a lot of people probably seen this photo and took it as real.
Right.
Yeah. Then there's the Abitus helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Abitus.
That some bitch.
It sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. Abitus.
If you're suffering from abitus, speak to your doctor about Numerocalop.
Numerocalop may have many side effects, like death.
And
if death suddenly occurs, please see your doctor and stop taking.
Other side effects include anal weepage.
Weepage? Crying into my booty hole. Why are you crying in my booty? Oh man, I'm delirious. Abitus, the Abitus helicopter. Now, a lot of people probably don't know the name, but they have seen this picture before. The helicopter hieroglyphs.
Oh yeah.
Refer to an Egyptian hieroglyph carving from the temple of Seti I at Abitus. The helicopter image is the result. Now, here's how this is the logical explanation.
Logical explanation.
Though it looks like fucking modern technology.
I've seen it.
I've seen this, but it's been misrepresented and
that one time
mishandled.
we were talking about like the artwork and like tapestries and shit.
Yep.
Where it's like
We were bamboozled.
right.
Yes.
So explain, please.
The
Logical
helicopter.
explanation.
The helicopter image is the result. I got a text message
From
on the telly.
Ooh.
From the telly. The telly talked to me. It's a smartphone.
It is a smartphone.
The helicopter image is the result of carved stone being reused over time because they were cheap.
Right.
The initial carving was made during the reign of Seti I and translates to "He who repulses the 9 enemies of Egypt." This carving was later filled in with plaster and semen and recarved during the reign of Ramses II. Not Gordon Ramsay, because
No.
this is a dick.
Not Gordon Ramsay. It's shit.
It's shit. This is shit. We're gonna replaster it and we're going to semen it.
Right.
I'm gonna put cement in it.
Semen.
It was Ramsey II with the title "He Who Protects Egypt and Overthrows the Foreign Countries." Over time, the plaster has eroded away, leaving both inscriptions partially visible and creating palimpsest-like effect of overlapping hieroglyphs. Basically, it's
Basically, they was
Bleed
like,
through.
look, you fucked up here. We're not supposed to have it say this shit. You gotta put some plaster over that shit,
We're
put
gonna
some
fix
semen
it.
over that shit.
and we're gonna fix it with some new things to say.
Right. And then when it rained, it eroded some of that
And
shit.
then you see both the shits. It's
Oh.
like a bleed through, and then
it's like a double negative
oh no, and then it was
or an overexposed photograph.
it was so groovy. Yes, like
So
paranormal overexposed photograph. Overexposure.
we
But
should
it
we
was
should try
so
and do
groovy.
we should try and do the rest of the episode in the most boring.
Why not? Let's do this.
Radio.
Why not? Dreary.
So yes,
Sound like
you were
some
saying that
So-
there was a palimpsest
palimpsest.
and
And they popped it.
there was erosion.
Erosion. So, and then it just made this groovy thing.
That's groovy.
It was so
man.
groovy, they thought it was a helicopter.
Right? And they didn't even know what a helicopter was. That's groovy, man.
In paleocontact hypothesis circles, the hieroglyphs have been interpreted as an out-of-place artifact depicting a helicopter as well as other examples of modern technology.
Hello, copter.
Hello, copter.
Hello, governor.
I know, that's what I was thinking. This claim is dismissed by Egyptologists who highlight this pareidolia.
Dismissed.
There's all kinds of words I do not know today.
Impossible.
Is partly based on widely distributed retouched images that
Ooh.
removed key details from
Who
the
were they
actual
touched
carvings by the hand of my penis.
Oh, the hand of your penis.
Did they see the future?
Did they
future tech
see-
come to them?
Maybe. Did it come on them?
Or
Is
was
it one of those ejaculating dildos?
or was it just erosion?
It was erosion.
It was erosion.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Occam's razor says it was erosion.
Occam's razor says.
Occam's razor says. That
Survey
should-
says.
Right? That should be a fucking game show.
We just start doing that on the show. I like
razor
Occam's
says,
razor.
You're an idiot.
All roads point to yes.
All roads point to you're dumb.
Yes. Next, are we still doing voices?
I don't know.
Okay,
we
let's
do what
just
we
do
want.
voices for a while. Maybe
Right.
maybe we go back to normal after this
Right.
the time traveling break. Next, we have alleged modern tech and apparel in old photos and film.
Apparel.
This is fun too. I don't have explanations for these. Some maybe.
Are you talking
Perhaps.
about like the one I was talking about before, the photograph with the guy with the sunglasses and the t-shirt?
Yes,
And he's
the
sitting in the
hipster.
the hipster guy.
Shall I jump ahead to him?
No, I mean if that's not what
Yes.
you're talking
No.
about, then
Then there's the time-traveling hipster from the reopening ceremony of South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia, Canada.
Canadian.
1941. The man appears to be wearing modern sunglasses
Oh my
with
God.
a printed T.
oh my god.
But in fact, he was wearing sunglasses that had been around since the 1920s.
Right.
And he was sporting simply a hockey team sweater.
right.
But it looks fucking cool.
It does look cool.
He looks out of place.
He looks out of place.
He looks like a Kramer back in time.
a Kramer.
Yes.
You mean a Fraser?
No, not a Fraser Crane, damn it. Thank you, Nikki. We figured it out before that, but still, I'm just glad she pointed it out too.
She was listening back and she heard that. She was
It's like beating,
funny.
beating her headphones because
Yeah.
we were.
she's like, oh my god, you guys are so stupid.
I know. Sometimes
That's all right.
our great minds can't be great all the time.
And what time? It was like 2 a.m. at that point, anyway. So.
Fireball.
Oh, that was the fireball.
Yes.
Okay, that
Fire-
that explains
yes.
that. I didn't even remember
it was the
that.
spitball fireball. It was the
oh yeah,
Q&A.
the Q&A fireball.
Yes, we were at the bottom of a fireball.
Yeah.
No excuses.
No.
Okay, so here's some other popular examples of
Egg samples.
examples.
Here, have some eggs.
Egg gravy. An old woman can be seen using what appears to be a mobile phone in
Oh,
a short
wow.
clip from the DVD extras of Charlie Chaplin's 1928 film The Circle. Why did
I
that
have,
go?
I
why
have
did that
seen
go
that.
this?
I have seen that. That
But you know what it
clip.
could be?
Yeah, her purse.
I don't know if
her
it's
handbook.
Siemens or Siemens.
Siemens.
It's Siemens.
Siemens.
But it
It's a
could
radio.
could just be a Siemens hearing instrument
Right.
patented in 1924 or
Right.
Western Electric Model 34A audiophone. No, Autophone carbon hearing aid.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a box, and then you put the little thingy
Yeah.
in your ear. So
I know.
Yeah, that's probably what she was using.
Right.
But it looks cool. It looks like she has a cell phone. Henry Fonda
Henry Fonda.
and Shirley Temple can be seen checking their stagecoach route.
Oh.
Stagecoach. Checking their
Stagecoach.
stagecoach route on an iPhone in the movie Fort Apache, 1948.
I fucking doubt it.
I doubt it too. There was an iPhone at a Tyson fight in 95.
Yeah.
That picture actually looks pretty good, but it's
not
a
real.
camera. It's somebody's camera, damn it. What?
Right.
Moving on. Here are some famous cases of alleged.
Or you know
time-
what?
What's that?
So, not everybody gets to be that close ringside at that big of a fight, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, the person that's going to be in that situation, to be in that crowd at
Has
that time,
a real
has
camera.
has a lot of money. so might also have prototype technology that wasn't available to the normal consumer at the time. So it's possible that they had something that not everybody else had, but was something
But
that
not
was
the iPhone.
available. No, it wasn't a goddamn iPhone. I'm not saying
could have been some
look,
weird
I'm not
fucking
saying it was a
box-looking
goddamn
camera.
iPhone.
Yeah.
But like I mean, it could have been
A digital camera.
a camera.
Because, I mean, honestly, I had friends that started buying digital cameras in like 98, 99.
Yeah.
And this was 95, so hey,
Right.
maybe. Maybe.
Back to life, back to reality.
Here are some famous cases of alleged time travelers.
Yeah.
Some of these
This one's a sunglass case. It was made in 1914.
woo, keeps the
It's
the
famous.
UV down.
Yeah.
Some of these we will revisit in subsequent episodes.
Right.
Some of them we won't. Some of
No.
them are just one and done. Okay, number one.
Ooh, one and done.
The time slip of Air Marshal Sir Robert Victor Goddard.
That sounds
God,
dirty.
that's a fucking mouthful.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
Like my dick.
Dick. Over the former Royal Air Force station in Drem Airfield in 1935. Are we going back to the voices?
Sure, why not?
In 1935, while still a wing commander, he was sent to inspect a disused airfield near Edinburgh at a place called Drem.
Is this in Scotland?
Yes, maybe.
All right, so it's Edinburgh.
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 Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
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 Attaboy.
Jinxies.
Edinburgh.
He found it in a very dilapidated state, with cattle grazing on grass that had forced through the cracks in the tarmac. Later that day...
Oh, I remember this fucking
Yes,
story.
It's a great story.
It is a great
It's
story.
There's no real good explanation.
Now that we're talking about something that's happening in Scotland, I have to talk like this now.
Okay,
All right.
but I won't.
You don't have to. I'll do it.
Later that day,
Right.
he ran into trouble while flying his biplane.
His biplane? Not his gay plane, not his straight plane.
No, but his
It was the biplane.
It was his biplane. In heavy rain, and decided to fly back to Drem to get his bearings.
Damn.
Because he dropped his bearings all over the
Right.
tarmac.
Right. Like, you got to be careful with your bearings, though,
Yes.
because you come down for
They
a
roll all
landing.
over the place.
You come down for a landing and your landing gear gets down on there, and it's like in the cartoons when they throw the
they
bolt and the
slip
marbles
about
down over,
over here,
and
they
you like
slip
you see
about
this
over
fucking
there.
airplane spinning around in circles on the tarmac.
What are you doing? I'm breakdancing.
I fucking dropped my bearings. I got to get my bearings. God damn it!
So he got his bearings.
Right,
Got them all back in his pocket.
put them back in his pocket.
As he approached the airfield, the torrential rain abruptly changed to bright sunlight.
Bright sunlight, and
Bright.
it blinded him in the face.
So he pulled out his sunglasses.
Right.
Yes. When he looked down, he saw the airfield had been completely renovated and was now in use.
Aye, that's true.
Yeah, they were. I think it's true because he says so.
It's true, 'cause that's what he says.
If a Scotsman says so,
If a Scotsman says it, it's
it's
fucking true.
fucking truth.
It's fucking true.
There were mechanics in blue overalls walking
Right.
all around and 4 yellow planes parked on the runway.
Oh.
One of these was a model which, for all his aviation experience,
He had never seen before.
never fucking completely failed to recognize it.
Not even one little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this goes back to when we were talking about before, like, there's UFOs out in the
Yes.
sky, right? And us normal people, we don't know what the fuck it is. Like,
It's
we don't
kites.
recognize the fucking aircraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, to us, it's a fucking UFO.
It's a kite.
But to them, whoever is like experienced with that kind of aircraft can look at it and say, that's this kind of plane, right?
He
But
couldn't
for
do that.
And he couldn't even fucking do that.
So
and he
get
was an
this.
expert. He was a fucking wing commander.
Yes.
You swoop in and fuck your chick.
It took a chick right on your nose.
Right,
4, you fuck her right on your nose. Do you
right,
smell it?
right.
4
He's
years.
like, here, put your nose in my crotch while I fuck her.
Get this. 4 years later.
Smell my bush.
4 years later,
Right.
RAF began to paint their planes yellow.
Oh my god.
And the mechanics' uniforms were switched to.
Blue.
Yes.
They were switched to blue.
What the-
colour were they before they were blue?
They're fucking blue.
They were fucking blue.
They were a different shade of
They're
blue.
a different fucking shade of blue.
I don't recognize this shade of blue.
Is this periwinkle? Oh, periwinkle blue.
I'm not sure, but I think it's azure.
Azure.
Moving on. That's a good story, though. I like that one.
It is a good story, but I don't know if I believe it or
There's
not.
not much to it.
I mean, all
could
it
be
is
bullshit.
hearsay. But I do have a question.
Yes.
So this happened at what, like 1944,
Yes.
was it? When did the story come out? When did he tell the story about it? Was it in 1946?
4 years after the 4 years.
Like 1944, 1948.
I saw
He's
these
telling his
things.
story, right?
Exactly.
So who fucking knows? Like,
If it was a
We
part
have-
one, part two, if he put the story out and said, I don't know what the fuck this is, and
Right.
then later on, I know what it is now.
exactly. Like, there's no real way to
Corroborate.
my Scottish tongue won't say corroborate. It's hard to say.
You need to drink more.
I need to drink more. I need more whiskey. Fergus, get me whiskey.
Vargas. Okay, next story. The fence legend. This urban legend is about a man. I'm going to debunk that. That's just Chuck.
That was my
That's me now.
That was my throat being haunted.
That's Little Caesars. I
Because
actually kind of got my appetite.
You know what happened though is because I was yawning earlier and a ghost put his dick in my mouth, right? And now my throat is haunted.
Yeah, it's haunted
It
fence.
was ghost semen.
See, sailor ghost.
Silent ghost.
So, okay, all right, the fence legend.
Right.
This urban legend is about a man in his early 30s named Rudolph Fence,
Right? That's
who
true.
was hit because he said it so.
Because he says so.
Because it's an urban legend.
Right.
All urban legends are true.
Right.
Who was hit by a taxi and fatally injured
Oh.
at New York City's
That
Times
fucker's
Square
dead.
in mid-June 1950.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Rip.
R.I.P.
Rip.
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 Rip him a new one.
Yeah, rip. He was dressed in the fashion of late 1800s. In his pockets, there were a copper token.
I've heard this story
yeah,
too.
right? Check this out. But it's just an urban legend.
You know what it was?
What?
He was one of those historic reenactors.
But anyways,
He was reenacting like a Boston Tea Party kind of shit.
oh no,
and-
he's a teabagger.
Right.
In his pockets, there were a copper token for a beer, a bill for care of a horse and the washing of a carriage,
Nice.
a letter from 1876, $70, and business cards, all without any signs of aging. And a New York policeman found a person who had disappeared in 1876 at the age of 29.
That matched that guy's description.
It's a great story,
It is
but
a great story, but
the story originated in a 1951 sci-fi short story by Jack Finney. But the legend has been reported since the 1970s as evidence for the existence of time travel. Now, there's another story that's very similar to this that I didn't fully research, but I remember hearing, and it's basically the same thing. It was a guy who
no, I've heard that one before.
yeah,
though.
I've heard this one specifically, and there was another one that's very similar, which I'm not going to go into detail and research because it's the same.
It's
thing.
the same fucking thing.
It was a guy that was he was held up at an airport because his passport was from some country that didn't exist.
No, that
And
was the
he's-
movie. That was the movie Terminal with Tom Hanks.
No, he was a defector, wasn't he?
No,
I thought he was real.
in the movie, right?
movie.
So he's got his passport.
Yes.
He's from a fucking country, but from the flight from his country to America,
Yeah.
his country has like civil war and is no longer a country anymore and is no longer recognized by any world government. So when he gets there, his passport is null and void,
Yes.
which is not what will fucking happen.
But that's maybe where they ripped this story from.
Possibly.
Yes, but it's another bullshit story, but it's a fun story.
Right.
So
And I actually think I've heard that one too.
yeah.
That
And he had like money and all this knowledge of politicians. and-
money,
it's gas.
please get your thumb out of my ass. We are fucking
Pink
stupid.
Floyd.
Have a
That was
cigar.
a Floydian slip.
Now I want to have a cigar.
Oh, and that wasn't even any member of Pink Floyd singing that song.
No,
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
right.
Yes. Okay, the next one. Time traveler Andrew Carlson.
Andrew Carlson.
He was busted for insider trading in March of 2003. I feel like this voice fits.
This one's better.
The story started with Weekly World News and appeared in some newspapers after Yahoo
Well, if it
reprinted
was-
it 2 weeks later.
If it was on Weekly World News, it's gotta be fucking true.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah, the media does not lie.
The media doesn't lie. Well, the mainstream media, the lamestream media lies.
They lie.
But the truth is out there. You just gotta know where to find it.
You gotta
right? You gotta
roll
look
up.
in the nooks and the crannies. You gotta look in your granny's nooks.
I'll tell you what rag will give you all the info. You ready?
Yeah.
The National Enquirer.
Oh, I'm national and I'm inquiring. I'm inquisitive.
With an initial investment of only $800 in 2 weeks' time, he had a portfolio valued at over $350 million.
That's fucking insane.
Oh my God. Every trade he made.
I can't believe it.
I bullshit. Every trade he made capitalized on unexpected business developments. which
Insider
simply
trading?
can't be pure luck. The only way, here's a quote, the only way he could pull it off is with
The hammer pulled you off?
is with illegal inside information.
Right.
He's going to sit in a jail cell on Rikers Island until he agrees to give up his sources.
Nah.
Yes.
I ain't telling you shit.
I ain't done.
You don't know from nothing. This is what I tell you now. I'm not telling you a goddamn thing. I ain't no rat.
I ain't saying nothing.
I ain't saying nothing.
But my name.
Ah, God damn it, I just said nothing. Ah, God damn it, I just said nothing again. Ah, God damn it, I just said nothing again.
I just nutted in my pants.
Oh, I ejaculated.
Yep. The past year of nosediving stock prices has left most investors crying into their beer.
Oh.
So when Carlson made a flurry of 126 high-risk trades,
Are you sure
and
it wasn't
came out,
a McFlurry?
Right, a McFlurry of 126 high-risk trades, and
Yeah.
came out the winner, the victor every time.
I
it
thought
raised the
his name
eyebrow-
wasn't Victor.
Right. It raised the eyebrows of Wall Street watchdogs.
Right.
Carlson declared that he had traveled back in time from over 200 years in the future when it was common knowledge that our era experienced one of the worst stock plunges in history. Yet anyone armed with knowledge of the handful of stocks destined to go through the roof could make a fortune.
Right.
It was just too tempting to resist, Carlson allegedly said.
Right.
Why am I saying it like that if it's Carlson allegedly said? Anyways.
He allegedly said it.
In his videotaped confession, I had planned to make it look natural, lose a little here and there, and so it doesn't look too perfect. But I just got caught in the moment.
Got caught up in the moment.
I think
And
they said the guy disappeared.
Ooh.
He traveled back.
Gotta go back in time.
Back in time.
Yeah.
All right. A few more time travel stories.
Only a few.
This one, John Teeter. We gotta go in
I know about
depth.
I'm back at the Scottish accent for some reason.
I mean,
But I know about John Teeter.
Because of time constraints, I'm gonna fly through like the gist of the John Teeter.
like an eagle
Into the sea. John Teeter.
Gonna fly like a seagull to the E.
Like a flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
Like a gaggle of geese. Like a tribe of goat.
Like a tribe of goat.
Tribe of
Like-
goat.
Tribe of Goat was the name of my band in high school.
I want a band named Tribe of Goat. That'd be awesome.
That'd be nice.
John Teeter. Or Tito.
No, that could be our Norwegian death yodeling band.
John
Could be
Teeter?
called Tribe of Goat.
Okay. What tribe of goat are you? The fainting kind and the fainting, screaming kind. Ah! Ah! John Teeter. What is that?
Can you cut that out? That little yours, and just have it at the very beginning of the episode,
Just because before the music even starts.
Yeah, before everything.
Now you know why we did it.
right?
Because by the time you hear this, it happened.
Right.
John Teeter.
Time travel.
John Teeter. We have to do a whole episode on John Teeter, though. So expect it, listeners.
What about
I'm not going to
Totter?
throw a number out there, but we will do a John Teeter episode.
John Teeter and Jim Totter.
Totter Tots. Tater Tots.
Teeter Totter.
We're doing this, okay? We're going to do an episode on it. But the short story goes like this. The story in short goes a little something like this. A man appeared online
Yeah.
on some online bulletin boards in 2000 and 2001, claiming to be a time-traveling American soldier from 2036. He made numerous predictions about events after 2004. Well, that didn't come true. Often described his time machine and how time travel works.
You know why it didn't come true? Because it's not linear time travel. It's other worlds.
So by mentioning it,
Many worlds.
it didn't happen.
Exactly.
It's cop out.
I know.
But I like it. He said he was on a mission to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer from 1975,
Right.
which was needed to debug various legacy computer programs in 2036, which we'll go in more depth on that.
Right.
It's an interesting story.
I mean-
even if it's probably bullshit.
That sounds right there already like it's bullshit. It's like if I were to be like, oh my god, there's a problem with my new computer.
Let
I
me
need to
go
go
get
back
an
in
old
time and get a Commodore 64 to fix my new computer. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
While listening to the Commodores
right.
and Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
But inconsistencies in his explanations, the uniform inaccuracy of his predictions, and a private investigator's findings all led to the general impression that the entire episode was an elaborate hoax. A 2009 investigation concluded that Teeter was likely the creation of Larry Haber, a Florida entertainment lawyer, along with his brother Maury, a computer scientist. Makes sense.
That makes sense.
But it's still a fun story, which we will cover in depth.
And I'm gonna talk a little bit about it now here, because we already mentioned it, like, as far as the people believing the fucking stories about, like, the urban legend before, and people kind of buying into this bullshit. It brings to mind that, like, how people can fall lockstep into Scientology, even knowing that it was clearly written by
it was a gentleman's bet in a bar
author.
Yeah.
Like, this fucker writes science fiction books, and you're going to take his religion seriously? And I know the audience just saw me do the finger quotes.
Finger quotes again is like a little rabbit.
Finger
It's like
quotes.
a rabbit.
A rabbit bouncing around on your mum's vagina.
Yes.
That's what it
What
looks
the
like.
fuck was that? Did you hear that?
That was time travel.
It sounded like a bunch of papers falling. What the fuck was that?
I farted.
I don't know.
No, I don't know what it was.
So moving.
I
on.
didn't actually hear anything.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh,
What?
that was the sound of bunny rabbits jumping up and down on your mum's vagina.
There's rabbits on the vagina.
Right.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Anyways, next story.
Next.
The DARPA whistleblower
DARPA.
Andrew Basiago,
Andrew Basiago.
who exposed Project Pegasus.
He exposed his Pegasus.
His Pegasus, yes.
Ooh.
This is a good. Okay, I totally think this one's bullshit, but I
Okay.
want to do an episode so bad on
All right.
Andrew Basiago.
Dude,
the dude was running for office too.
A lot of the shit that we've talked about has been primarily bullshit.
Bullshit.
But that's
But
only
sometimes-
that's only coming from a skeptic's point of
But
view.
what if a lot of it is disinfo and there's some
Right.
fucking real truth that's couched deep down in there, and we just got to dig it out.
All you got to do is pull it out of the gay frog's
All you got to
anus,
do is pull out.
right? The pull-out method doesn't work.
So Andrew D. Basiago is a Vancouver, Washington lawyer. Again, as a lawyer.
Lawyer.
Lawyers and time travel. As a side project, he runs Project Pegasus, a group dedicated to lobbying the government to release the secrets of teleportation and time travel for
It's
the
called
benefit
a
of
solicitor.
mankind. Yes.
It's not a lawyer, it's a solicitor.
Soliciting. Basiago also refers to himself as the discoverer of life on Mars. We have to do this story. Anyways,
Is he just fucking wackadoo or some shit?
yes, he was running for office.
Right, but is he actually, does he like believe this shit? Or is he crazy?
Oh, let me tell you. You haven't heard the story? Okay.
No, I haven't heard this one.
Here's the sneak preview, and then we'll do a full episode on it soon.
Okay.
He claims to be one of 2 planetary-level whistleblowers, predicted by Webbot, and he describes himself as an indigo child. We gotta do an episode on
we
indigo
need to
children.
do, yes.
Fucking indigo children.
Fucking indigo
Fucking
girls.
indigos.
Can we play Indigo Girls songs while we're doing this?
We could just sing them.
Right.
Like
I'll
Indigo
have to,
Girls.
I'll have to know some.
I'll learn some.
Right.
His story takes him all over space and time through alternate realities
course
or
it does.
parallel universes, jumping cannonball style through wormholes with other children, one being Barack Obama.
Of
As a
course.
child. He ended up on Mars,
Right.
also at the assassination of Lincoln, the Gettysburg Address, where he allegedly was photographed.
Where is this photograph?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Is it terrible?
Yes, it's just some kid with some oversized clothes and shoes, and he says, "That's me. That's definitely me." And he has a whole
Okay.
story of why that's him. Anyways,
All right.
he also traveled to the far future, over 1 million years into the past, with technologies invented by Nikola Tesla.
Of course.
And utilized by DARPA, of course, as Project Pegasus. Yeah, holy motherfucks.
Okay.
So we're gonna have fun when we do the actual
He
episode.
quote unquote blew the whistle on this shit.
Yeah,
But for what? Like, to what end? What was the purpose?
so he can run for office.
How did that work out for him?
Not very well.
Not very well, I assume.
Yep. But
Yes,
he
he's
believes
fucking crazy.
in voter fraud, in election frauds. So he suggests to take a picture when you vote for him, and then send it to him so he could tally it up and have proof that he's just fucking winning in a landslide.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bullshit.
a great idea.
Next, the Philadelphia experiment. We're gonna do a whole episode on this too.
Oh, yes, the Philadelphia
aside-
experiment. That's
aside-
the experiment where, I think we talked
Tom
about it
Hanks.
before,
Yes.
where
Denzel and Tom Hanks.
Washington fucked Tom Hanks and gave him AIDS,
I
right?
don't think that's the order, but it's they're all in there.
Nah.
They're all in there.
Oh, they got in that
The
hole.
Philadelphia experiment, aside from working on invisibility and inadvertently getting teleportation, we also get time travel.
Right, isn't this the one also, like the Philadelphia experiment, is it the one where like the crew, like some
They're
of the,
all
some of the
fused
crew,
into the
like,
deck.
Yeah, fused into
Yeah.
it and shit.
So
crazy.
some reports have stated that the U.S. Navy destroyer Escort,
Ooh, the destroyer.
USS
Gonna destroy
Eldridge.
that pussy.
yeah, the pussy. Some reports have stated that U.S. Navy destroyer escort USS Eldridge traveled back in time for about 10 seconds on October 28th, 1943. Upon returning, some of the crew were fused to the ship.
Holy shit.
We'll definitely cover this in
Do
depth.
they have photographic evidence of this happening?
No, because it's bullshit.
Right, exactly.
But it's a great story.
I mean,
But-
it's a fantastic story, but
all
like
kinds of stories
fantastical.
attached to it.
No.
But we'll definitely cover this story more in depth at a later time, along with Al Bielek. Now,
Al
Bielek,
Bielek.
After a movie came out about the Philadelphia experiment, a movie.
Right.
It jogged his memory,
Of
and
course.
his repressed memories that
Right.
he was a part of it all. That he was a part of the Philadelphia experiment and the Montauk Project. And he's got this fantastical story about going to the future.
Yeah.
And we have to cover that
Yeah,
too.
there's actually, I mean, and I don't want to shit on our podcast because it's ours and it's great.
It's great.
But
It's very good.
those conspiracy guys talk about Al Bielek.
Oh, yeah.
and the Philadelphia.
A lot of people
experiment.
have, but we're
I
gonna have
know,
a lot of fun with it.
But oh yeah, of course we will.
We're going to have the most fun with Al Bielek.
Right, I'm gonna fuck him in his ear.
One last thing, if you search Google Images
Right.
or YouTube,
I do
you
that
can
all the
find
time.
tons of old photos of people who bear an uncanny resemblance
To
modern,
Chuck.
to Chuck. Yes, exactly. Somebody recently found a picture of an old picture of a guy that looked like you. Remember?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Some say this is proof of immortals, vampires, and even time travelers.
Time travelers.
But most likely it's just genetics and doppelgangers.
Right. Well, we had that discussion before too. Like,
Yeah.
as far as the genetic makeup there is,
Yes.
like
There's
after
only
a
so
while,
much.
there's only so many
Yes.
iterations
So even
of
if
a
they ain't
human
your
being,
kin, they might look like your bloody ass.
right?
Well-
But yeah, I mean, there's only so many iterations of the human form that can be created.
Exactly. So you're going to be duplicated
Right.
many times over.
Right.
Sometimes with a bigger nose,
Right.
sometimes taller, sometimes. I mean, I've seen many variations of Brian Tyson in the world.
Right. I don't.
Tall ones and small ones. And yeah, no.
Some with normal size heads.
Yes. Oh, well, that brings us to the time of our traveling point.
I'm at my traveling point. Boo.
We're disgusting.
And we're back from our time traveling adventures.
Yes, we're back. I did not die yet.
Still talking in a Scottish accent
did
for
not
some
die.
fucking reason.
I apologize. I don't have the
Listeners.
voice I normally do, but I didn't on the first 3 episodes either.
Listeners, tell me, do you like my accent? Am I doing a good job? Should
doing a
I
good
change
job.
it up? I can do an Australian accent from now on.
You gotta pronounce the vowels.
You pronounced that wrong.
The vowels.
Aye, mate, you pronounced that wrong.
It's pronounced.
No, I'm gonna go
rip.
back to Scottish.
It's pronounced rip.
It's pronounced rape.
Pronunciation.
Rap.
All right. Before we take you to speculation, then, arguably our favorite place to be.
Toot toot, next train to the speculation station.
Speculation. We're going to talk about our favorite fictional time travelers.
Oh, yes.
I'm
So,
gonna throw one out there.
throw it out there, man. Throw it out there. Hit me
Some
with
of these aren't gonna be
hit me with
hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with your pet shark.
Yes. No, that's how Gail
Fire
came
away.
up.
Yeah. Oh, Gail.
Hints.
Gail.
Galeophobia
That's the sound of her taking off her
is
underwear.
the sound of the Gale. Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko. Oh my God. I love that movie.
Technically, he's a time traveler.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little pocket universe.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can speculate that it wasn't at all, any of it was real. But you can also, if it were real, it's definitely, the movie is definitely about time travel.
But here's the thing: everybody had that dream sensation when they came. I mean, you can argue that that's the vibe that they're emoting in the
Right,
movie.
at the
these
very
characters, that they knew something happened.
Right.
They're not quite sure what,
Right.
and they all felt a little weirder than.
And then there
than
was
just
S. Darko, and that movie
was
can go fuck itself.
that was
with a
caca.
rusty cactus needle.
That was shit Darko. That's what it
Yeah,
stands for.
yeah.
But I still bought it.
I did too.
I don't know
Well, I
why.
bought it. It was a 2-pack.
Yeah. Oh,
It was a 2-pack Shakur.
2-pack Shakur.
Yeah.
A 2-pack liqueur.
Yeah.
Marty McFly and Doc Brown.
Marty
I think
McFly.
you said you were going to do Doc Brown too.
Doc Brown.
Yes, Doc Brown.
Yes. You-
What color was it? It was Doc Brown.
Doc Brown. It was Doc Brown.
Who doesn't like that?
Run for it, Marty!
I kind of feel like Brian.
I don't know how they
Collier-
found us, but they found us.
I kind of feel like
Who
Brian-
found us? The Libyans!
I kind of feel like Brian Collier is our much younger Doc Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's Doc
Yeah.
Brown.
He's deathbed confession himself, Doc Brown.
Doc Brown. Who's
Dark
who are
brown.
some of your favorites?
The Doctor.
Yes.
The Doctor.
All of the doctors?
Yeah,
It's
it's all the
only
same.
one.
It's all the same
Yes.
dude. Same, not dude, because now it's a woman.
I'm
But-
cool with that. I'm
yeah,
behind
me too. Me too.
I'm behind her.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
You're. Yeah.
you know, if they're gonna go with this female route, make it Emily Blunt next time,
Sure.
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Make it. B. Arthur. No, she died.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Rip. Like mod
pants are haunted.
era B. Arthur.
Right.
Yes.
Make it.
Betty White.
Betty White.
Oh my God. I was
Betty
loving-
White.
Oh, my favorite nonagenarian.
Nonagenarian.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and motherfucking Ted.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a third one,
There is.
right?
So yeah, plug.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other
Bill and
like.
Ted are awesome time travelers.
Right? They are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other time travelers. Or wasn't it Buckaroo Banzai? Or was that not time travel? I don't remember.
But that reminds me of Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap.
Sam Beckett, yeah.
Yep.
Sam Beckett.
He's awesome.
I mean, at certain points throughout
Spectacular.
Star Trek, I think they time
Yes,
travel.
they time travel.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Traveling through space, time dilation.
Right.
That's time travel.
Ooh, that sounds dirty.
Ebenezer Scrooge. A lot of people don't realize his adventures take him through time.
Right.
Yes.
Ooh, Fry
Yes.
from Futurama.
Yeah.
I mean, that's forward in time.
But it's still time
But
travel
yeah.
to him.
Right, exactly.
There you go. Dubstep.
That was fun.
Yes, it was. Cable from X-Men.
Yes.
He's a time traveler.
Yes, he is.
George Taylor from Planet of the Apes.
Wah, wah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was time travel to him.
Yeah,
He went to
exactly.
the future.
Exactly.
Do you have any others?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
was
The
just
characters from Primer,
Yes, there you go.
I can't remember their names, but
Looper.
Looper.
That was a fucking good movie.
That was a good movie.
They made him look like a young Bruce Willis.
They did.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like it. Rip Van Winkle.
Rip.
Ah,
Oh.
you know, with the scientific
Oh, yes.
way of like he went to the future.
Right.
He experienced time different.
Right.
He just like slept.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Rip.
Rip. Rip it.
Rip it.
That's it. Rip it. That's how the gay frogs say it.
It's like, how do I
Hey.
get into this damn rip it?
They're turning the frogs gay. Hey, that's not nice.
Offensive.
You're stupid,
He is.
Mr. I'm gonna yell and scream and be angry about everything. Jesus Christ.
That's like a good. I don't even know if that's what you're going for, but that's like a good Andy Dick
Right.
impersonation.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. There
No.
you go.
Like you just can't look at a frog and say that frog's gay. Like it's not like that frog is fucking another guy frog, right? Just because I talk effeminately doesn't make me gay.
Some frogs can
I
change
mean,
their gender.
I'm gay, but you can't just be assuming.
They have transgendered frogs.
They do.
Yes.
There are fish that if there's only one, if they're all male,
That's
in
what
the
I'm
group,
talking about.
They will turn.
Yeah.
One of them will turn female so that they can procreate.
I'll tell you what, I'd turn female if that's what it takes to get Betty.
Transgendered, more than meets the eye.
Betty White.
Betty White.
Anyways, okay. Time to get shit spackled in speculation.
Whoa.
Wait, one more time traveler?
Rick from Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty,
Rick
yeah.
and Morty.
Oh, well, that's like, it's still a form of time travel.
Oh, yeah. They time travel.
But they're many worlds interpretation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, time to get shit speckled in speculation.
Time to get swifty.
And swifty with it. And thoroughly thrust our theories and thoughts on you.
Oh, delicious.
Time dilation.
Yeah, that does sound dirty.
It's time. Okay, it's basically, if you don't know what time dilation is, is a difference in an elapsed time measured by two observers, either due to a velocity difference relative to each other, or by being differently situated relative to a gravitational field.
I have a question about this.
Yes.
Okay, so if two people are on the same longitudinal plane,
Yes.
not the latitudinal plane,
Yes.
but the longitudinal plane,
Yes.
and one is at the equator and one is at a pole, do they experience time differently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Check. Oh, even furthermore, the Earth's center. Are you ready for this? This is a hard one for a lot of people to wrap their mind around.
Right.
The Earth's center is 2.5 years younger than the surface due to time dilation.
That makes sense.
It's crazy. Okay. Totally off of ideas that I wanted to bring up, because I think we talked about this before, whether on an episode or off recording. But if you were to teleport, say we had the technology right now to just boom, there's no travel other than
I think we actually did talk about this on
instant
the show.
travel to another planet.
Right.
So we're at
Instant
another
transmission?
Yes. So we're
Goku style?
teleport, right? Yeah, instant transmission.
Random
yes.
Goku style.
Random Goku style. Nice. So you end up on another planet in its Goldilocks zone, and it's habitable to us, but the gravity is different.
Yeah.
And the proximity to that star is different. There's all these factors going on.
Right.
We spend what we think is an earthly afternoon, maybe 2 hours
Sure.
of what we think is 2 hours. We come back to Earth instantly,
Yeah.
and 1,000 years can pass here.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some freaky shit.
That is freaky shit.
And a form of time travel.
Right?
What if we just did that? What if we went into pocket dimensions?
So look,
And
I've got
spend-
here's a question to ask.
Was it the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah.
Is that what it was in Dragon Ball?
yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
spent
yeah.
a lot more time in there. What if it was like the reverse?
Right.
Like we go into a pocket dimension
And
for an hour and
then
10
come back.
years pass here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
You just play with gravitational
exactly.
fields.
Yeah, because the way that linear time can work, if it is
Yeah.
distorted by gravitation or
Your sense is that only so and so much time passed, and your body does not decay at the same rate that
Right.
it would in air quotes, bunny quotes again, real time.
right. Oh yeah,
Or everybody else
We're
perceived-
definitely changing that to bunny quotes.
Bunnies.
Bunnies.
Bunnies everywhere.
That's because they like to fuck.
I love bunnies.
They're delicious.
Not because they love the fuck. They're magically delicious.
Stick your foot in a bunny's ass and walk around like you got some bunny slippers on.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
probably.
Wipe its ass with the bunny?
That's true. It does.
Because I said so.
Yeah.
Is that because we did spitballing?
What
part
was
4?
I fucking saying? I was saying something about something. Okay, so
Yes.
the speed in which the Earth rotates.
Yes.
If you were to calculate that, so if you calculate the Earth is spinning at what was it?
460 meters per second.
Right. So
The
it's
Earth
going
rotates once every 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.09053 seconds.
right. So if you were to develop a craft
Yes.
that went the opposite direction of the Earth's rotation at the same exact rate.
They did this in Superman. And it was cheesy.
No. It's not going to affect the entire planet.
No, yeah.
And what that was
'Cause we're not
is that
Superman.
he's flying so fast
Yeah.
that he reverses the
Earth,
rotation
yeah.
of Earth. That's not what I'm saying.
That was silly.
I'm saying if you were to develop a craft, right?
Yes.
SpaceX could build something like this, right?
Does it have its own gravitational field?
Basically, what it's doing is it's spinning the opposite direction. So yes, it may possibly create its own
Yeah.
individual pocket of time.
Yeah.
So you spin around and everybody else is aged a day
Yeah.
and you haven't.
Yeah.
Or you've reversed age.
Time dilation.
Yeah.
but taking it further and going backwards.
Do you think that's something that's possible? That may be how it would work?
Why not?
Why not?
I'm not a physicist.
Nate, ornate
tree lizard.
Right,
That's
ornate tree
the
lizard.
lizards you see in the daytime on the fence here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And in the Southwest in general.
Southwest.
The ornate tree lizard.
in the Southwest.
I'm like an ornithologist, but with lizards. I'm a herpetologist.
Fucking ornithologist.
I'm a herpetologist. I love reptiles.
You like herpes.
Herpes. I
A
got
herpelurp.
some on my lip right now from being sick.
Nasty.
Nasties.
Don't kiss me.
Okay, so time dilation. Yeah, that definitely is a type of time travel.
Time.
Then there's this fact that time is an illusion.
It's time we've talked about this before too.
We developed it. Oops. As we, I
Son
would
of a
debunk
bitch.
that.
You hit my microphone stand.
You killed my brother. You dirty rat.
You dirty rat. You hit my mic stand.
Oh, of
Hell.
course. My name's Ricky Rat.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
That sounds like Michael Jackson.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
More milk.
Oh my god.
More propofol. Hey, I gotta correct myself. On that episode, I was all correcting spell checks, saying, no, it's propoflo. No,
Yeah.
it's propofol.
It's propofol, yeah.
Propofol. It was propofol.
I was right. You were wrong.
I was
No, I'm just
wrong.
kidding.
I know, we're wrong on occasions.
It happens. I
Yes.
mean, we just had that conversation earlier about
Yes.
Frasier
Yes.
or Kramer. Whatever.
Kramer Crane.
Kramer Crane.
I'm trying not to laugh too much on this episode because I'm coughing into my coffee.
Coughing.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
What were we saying?
I don't know.
Theory of relativity.
Yeah, that one.
Formulated.
Oh, you know what we were talking
Oh, yeah,
about? You said something about time dilation.
Yes.
And I said that's gross. And then,
People's dilated.
right, I don't remember. Go ahead.
A theory of relativity formulated by Albert Einstein
Thanks,
in
Albert
1905.
Einstein.
Thanks again, Albert
R.I.P.
Einstein. For space time.
Oh no, that's what we were talking about. We had talked about it before on an episode
Yes.
about like how time is a construct.
Yeah, mental construct. Yeah.
And remember because we
Yeah.
talked about the 13-month calendar
Yes.
that one company developed. But yeah, I mean,
you could buy the calendar we're doing now. You could buy any calendar that would work.
right? Exactly. I mean, all it is math. Jesus Christ.
It's all things
And
relative.
the way that we have the calendar set up now is shitty math.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we have leap year
Right.
every 4 years.
Right.
The Mayan long count was a lot
It's
more.
not needed. You don't need this shit.
The Mayan long count calendar was a little more sound than ours.
Right.
And it can predict things because
Right.
they had.
And if
pretty
you hit it
sound
with a
astrology.
stick, it made a nice sound. That was the one.
Exactly.
My favorite tone.
Theory of relative. No, your favorite tone is. What about your butt cheeks?
God damn it. God damn it.
Okay.
I win chess.
we still need to make we still need to make a shirt of that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna get it.
Winchester.
Right.
We got to do the Winchester rifle and the Winchester.
The Winchester Hotel.
Theory of relativity formulated by Albert Einstein. Thank you.
R.I.P.
Rip. In 1905, the theory of relativity is the notion that the laws of physics are the same everywhere. The theory explains the behavior of objects in space and time, and it can be used to predict everything from the existence of black holes
Black
to light
hole,
bending.
son,
Won't you come? Okay.
Oh, God. I ejaculated.
To light bending due to gravity, to the behavior of the planet Mercury in its orbits.
Ooh, it was in retrograde, whatever that means.
The theory, exactly. The theory, everybody knows that. And it's like an astrological thing, but yeah.
Not everybody knows that.
Yeah, a lot of people, like Mercury in retrograde. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard they don't know what it is.
I don't even know what that means. You're just regurgitating words that your hippie mom said.
Words?
Words? What are words?
I'm done. Okay.
Don't die.
Anyways, the theory.
Don't die, Adam. I need you.
I need to survive at least the season.
I need you.
I need you. The theory is deceptively simple. First,
Deceptively.
there is no absolute frame of reference. Every time you measure, mein Gott, an object's velocity or its momentum or how it experiences time, it's always in relation to something else. Second, the speed of light is the same no matter. This the speed of light is a constant. No matter who measures it or how fast the person measuring is going.
Right.
Third, the Third Reich. Third, nothing can go faster than the speed of light yet.
Right.
Tachyons, theoretically.
Tachyons.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
So space-time. The concepts of time in three-dimensional space regarded as fused in a four-dimensional continuum. Thank you, Albert Einstein.
Thank you.
This whole episode is like stroking the Albert Einstein
Right.
gland.
Sticking a finger in his booty hole.
Parallel timelines and dimensions.
Right.
That's another one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, could be.
Could be.
That's about all I know about it.
I think with time travel, like the best possible way to go forward and backward into specific times would be finding a way to, one, prove and have it be testable the many worlds theory.
Yeah. Because I mean,
many
honestly,
universes.
the second that it is figured out how to time travel,
Yes.
it exists.
Yes.
The second that it exists, it's being done. Whether it's being done then or if it's being done in the
Yes.
future, time travel
Yeah.
linearly is going to happen. So if it is possible to be a thing that can happen,
happened, and it is
happened.
happening.
It's somebody is
Yes.
here. Obviously, somebody
Oh, yeah.
has come back.
Has done.
Because even though we haven't invented it yet, 1,000 years
Yeah.
from now, if it is developed,
Exactly.
they could easily be here now with us.
And if
so
the case is that you can't become in a time anomaly and you can only traverse alternate timelines, still, we could still
Well,
be
here's the thing
affected by
about that.
time travelers from parallel timelines.
here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
There's hard solipsism
Yeah.
and the fact that or the coming back and fucking with our shit only affects things if you wholeheartedly believe that everything is set in place already.
Yeah.
If it's
And nothing
if,
is.
If nothing is.
There's
So
everything
why-
exists as probabilities.
Exactly. Well, what I'm saying is that the only way that it fucks up this scenario of our lives and can have a paradox
Yes.
is if predestination was a real thing.
If it's fatalistic.
Right. If everything is preordained
Yes.
from the moment of inception of the entire creation of universe to the end of time.
Yeah.
Going forward. If everything is laid out,
Yeah.
that's the only way somebody coming from the future to
Yeah.
that's the only way that it's going to fuck anything up.
Otherwise, I mean, if time is cyclical,
Right.
and everything that is going to happen already happened,
Right.
which means if time travel is ever going to be created, it has already been created, and they've come back and fuck with things. That just creates more splinters of time.
Well, that's the
because
th-
you can't undo something once it
But
happens.
that was the point that I
Yeah,
was trying to make.
exactly.
So, from the beginning of time,
Yes.
if time travel is possible
Yeah.
and going to the past
Or
is
you could
possible.
say when it's possible.
When it's possible.
Yeah.
Going back into the past when that's possible.
Yeah.
It's already happened.
It's
to
already
us.
happened.
It's
Yeah.
already affected our life as we know it.
In many timelines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm just saying if you were to take out the many worlds theory,
Yeah.
and
If it was
just-
all linear?
if it was all linear,
We wouldn't
I
know
don't
any different.
think
We couldn't
exactly.
be-
We
couldn't
wouldn't
be-
know any different.
We couldn't be wise to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because again, even if it's millions of years in the future, when the first creature, whatever it happens to be, whether it is an offshoot of humanity or if it is humanity, is able to develop the technology to be able to come back into the past,
Yeah.
they've done it already.
If it goes back far enough, aliens. If it goes back even further, gods.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
So
It could
we've
just end
already-
up being hard
We've
reboot of
already
everything
gone
going
back
forward.
and fucked with shit.
Yeah.
We just don't know that we've gone back and fucked with shit.
But the only way it could be linear is if it becomes as if that traveler, that observer, is now a time anomaly, because they then
No, it doesn't.
what if they so are they undoing their whole present, or are they rewriting their present?
I don't think it. I don't think it's that detrimental.
Yeah.
Now, if they come back,
because you're looking
now,
at
if
it
they
as a
come back,
non-deterministic future.
right?
Yeah.
If they come back and they leave like specific instructions
Yes.
on how to.
Conduct yourself in the past to not change anything.
Not even that. No, I'm saying if they were to come back and totally lay everything out and say, this is what this is, this
Yeah.
is how things work, this is definitely from the future, and this is definitely how you can adjust and change your life
Yeah.
going forward, then yes, that would fuck up their future.
Yeah.
But if they just come back and just fuck around, it would be like if I were to take a trip in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect anything.
And in that case, the Novikov self-consistency principle works.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the sea of time will just correct itself and it'll all still turn out.
Well,
the
I don't
way it
even
was.
think it needs any correction
Yeah.
at that point because
Well-
it's like throwing a pebble into the sea.
Yes.
It's not like damming a river. It's like throwing
It's not
a
going to
grain
change
of
the direction, the flow.
It's
of
not
the
going to
river.
change anything.
Yeah.
It's just that where there once was no footstep, there is now a footstep.
Yeah. But
That's
that-
not something that's going to necessarily affect the progression of humanity.
But it could.
It could. It could.
Like,
it is
how did
possible
Nate
that
put
it has.
Like going into the simulation, the simulated reality, like the turds in the Matrix.
Right.
That would become a turd in the Matrix.
So
That'd be things like, okay, you know how we were talking about these ancient artifacts,
It's only
things
going
that pop
to-
up, but they're all hoaxes or they end up not be,
Hoax.
yeah, they're all hoaxes or misidentified things. But let's say something like that did happen. Time traveler goes back and they drop their cell phone.
right, that's what I'm saying though. That cell phone is
Yeah.
definitive proof of where we can go. So it's,
Even in
it's
a non-
basically dropping a cell
Yeah.
phone in the past is like leaving that in
Yeah.
that instruction manual.
Exactly.
I'm saying nothing like that happens.
But
you
even
just
in
go
a non-deterministic
even
universe,
even if
you
some
do something like that, it's going to change things radically. Because a butterfly
not
effect.
necessarily. I don't think so. I don't think it would necessarily. It could. It has the potential to.
Yeah.
But I don't think that just by itself will.
Unless
I think what will happen is, for example,
what if as soon as they leave, kind of like what we were talking about on 1999, as soon as you leave, it just goes back to what it was.
here's an example, okay?
Yeah.
So somebody from like far future comes back into the 1800s
Yeah.
and in the middle of nowhere in Montana decides to build a cabin in the woods
Yeah.
that is secluded and they live the remainder of their life in that cabin in the woods. It's not going to affect anything.
Because it's a cabin.
It's just
And
a fucking
cabins,
like
cabins
it's a
exist.
thing,
Yeah.
right? Now, if they came back and they built like modern 250,
Modern architecture.
yeah, like this thing that's
Technology.
this anomaly that shouldn't be there,
Yeah.
then yes, that would fuck things up. Or
And
at
they
least
populate
it-
this dwelling with things
Right.
that were not of the time.
exactly,
And those things age appropriately, and they date it.
and that's
like,
what
this
I'm
is
talking.
impossible.
And
Okay.
that's the instruction manual I'm talking
Yes.
about. That's the thing that
Okay.
you can look at and say, okay, this isn't from our time. This shows us where we can go
Yeah.
in the future. This is basically a roadmap to future,
Yeah.
where if you go back and you don't have you just live off the land. I don't think a butterfly effect is going to occur. It's just a few hundred trees.
Even your anecdotes,
felled.
even if you told 100 people about the future, who's going to believe you?
Right.
And even if some do,
Right.
it's not going to change things unless you gave them the means to do futuristic
Exactly.
things ahead of time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, yes. It doesn't change much.
Right. It wouldn't change anything enough for it to change the outcome of humanity's future.
However,
it's possible that it could. I'm not saying that it
Yes.
doesn't. I'm not saying that it won't. That with
nice.
me.
That was a harmonica.
Oh, with a harmonica.
Here's the thing. Here's where it gets really tricky. You just existing back then, where you didn't exist before,
Right.
you're going to have interactions with other human beings.
I sure am.
Your interactions with other human beings may delay or speed up the process of copulation,
Sure.
which
Sure.
means completely different humans
That's
being
true.
born.
That's true.
And if you have
But-
different humans being born, you have different inventions being created, and then you finally get to your present. Let's say you only go back far enough in time to where you can become an old man and see your present that you left from.
Right.
It's not going to be the same present because you're going to have completely different human beings creating new inventions.
And that's completely within the realm of possibility.
Yes.
But I also don't.
But it's also possible to go the opposite way and just
even if that were to happen,
even through happenstance, not step on any butterflies.
Right. No. Look. Even if you were to just say that one person going back affecting a small area of a population where at this point we're at over 9 billion. Or almost 9 billion people.
Almost.
No,
we're almost at 8 billion.
Right. The majority of
wait a minute.
the majority of the planet will move on just fine.
Yeah.
That small little cluster might have something different, and it might affect something along the way.
But right now,
I don't think it would be drastic enough for the entire future of humanity to be different.
Exactly.
There might be a few people that don't.
Right now, there's
exist,
tribes
or different
that are
people
segregated
that exist.
from us.
Right.
Like the one off of India.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
What they're doing isn't affecting us. We're hardly affecting them. Yeah.
I mean, we should keep sending them missionaries.
I know.
Maybe that'll teach missionaries a lesson.
Not to go there.
Don't fucking go there.
Yeah, just
leave them alone.
Just fucking
let them
leave
be.
Let them be.
God damn.
Yeah. Don't bring
You goddamn
all of our
proselytizing
troubles to them.
assholes.
Yeah.
These people don't need your God. They have their own.
And they don't need your democracy.
They have their own system.
Yeah.
Let it be. It's not affecting you.
Let it
Fucking
be.
leave them alone.
Exactly.
I don't want to go off on that rant. But anyway, do you have anything else to talk about on Time Traveler?
Yes.
Tim Travelers?
Tinny Travelers.
Tin Travelers.
So time travel, where are we at? Are we unanimous on that it's possible?
I think it's possible.
It's very possible.
I mean, again,
I even think it's probable.
yeah. I mean,
Why not?
whether it's the possibility, I think it's more of a possibility to travel into the future than it would be to travel into the past.
Yes.
I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying that there is a lot.
you
it
come
would
across
take a lot
more
more energy
issues.
and a lot more. So it would take a different process to
Yes.
travel back in time than it does to travel forward in time.
There are certain space geometries, and you move at the speed of light. But the thing is, we're not doing that.
No.
So,
But here's the thing, like I was saying about like the little shuttle or whatever going the opposite direction of
Yes.
the Earth's rotation.
possible.
I mean, something to that effect where you don't necessarily have to physically travel faster than the speed of light, but
Just doing something in opposition.
mechanically, speculatively traveling at or beyond the speed of
Near
light.
speed of light, or
Right. Like for example, because I know it's all relative, but do you know how like a frog's tongue works?
yes,
Where it shoots out really fast, right?
yeah.
So, picture this: you got a frog
You know why it has to move that fast? I mean, I'm just saying.
to lick the anus of another guy frog.
Flies. Okay, when you ever notice,
I know.
when we go after flies, we look like we're in slow motion. Probably
Right, exactly.
I mean,
Right.
Time.
But so, and I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna have Adam look it up. But the speed that a frog's tongue shoots out of its mouth is really fast.
yes.
Or let's fuck the frog.
And that's a physical thing moving
Yeah.
fast, and it's still not moving near close enough to move at the speed of light.
But put that frog at the front of a speeding train
Yes.
that goes as fast as it fucking can. And if it shoots its tongue out, it's going that much faster,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, relatively to the frog, it's stationary on that thing, but from our relative perspective, that fucking tongue is shooting out faster.
So how do we get a vessel that doesn't distort
Right.
us physically,
So
get
here's
it
what I
going
think.
at speed of light, and then find a way to push beyond that?
Here's what I think, all right? So you get something like a train.
Yes.
That's the fastest train with the longest track that you can, the longest stretch that you can get it. You get it about halfway down
And you
that
time
track.
cop it? Just fly down the track? Okay.
So you get it. No. So
Kidding.
on this train, there's another mechanism
Yes.
that has like a frog tongue situation,
Yeah.
but it's mechanical,
Yeah.
right? And it shoots out.
Yeah.
Like it's telescopic.
What if it's a field?
Sure.
Yeah.
So but it's telescopic,
Yeah.
so, right? You got this speeding train
Yes.
going as fast as a speeding train can go,
Yeah.
and then at a certain point when it's at its apex,
Mm-hmm.
foom,
Let's do it. This tunnel.
and then foom,
Yeah.
and it just it telescopes out.
Yeah.
Would that possibly theoretically? So
As long as it
it's
doesn't
mechanically speculative. You know
As
what I
long
mean?
as it doesn't affect what's going on in the inside. If there's a stable field in the inside to where they don't experience it,
exactly.
then there you go.
There you go.
Fields and
I
fields.
I think I just solved
Fields of green in fields.
it. I think I just solved it.
Yeah. Or you know what?
Thought experiment.
This is really easy. Stasis.
Right.
Stasis is probably the fastest way for you
This
and I to
is-
get to the future.
Right. But I wonder what would happen if you were
What if nobody woke you up until some other species comes and takes over the world and then wakes you up?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake me up before you go.
Oh, too late.
Shit.
Yeah, Starkiller killed him too.
Nah, well.
I think that's it. We've covered a lot of time travel ideas in previous episodes, but
Right.
now we've done our official time travel episode. And then whenever new
Yeah.
news comes up about time travel,
New news.
we will do episodes on it, and we'll also do episodes on some of those time travelers we talked about earlier.
And maybe sometime in the future I'll do episodes on marijuana again.
Yeah, there you go. On marijuana.
Yeah.
So, I think that wraps this one up.
Real quick question for
Yes.
our listeners. Anybody out there who's listening to this episode and the idea that I just came up with, really fucking tired because I've been awake since like 7 this morning, and it's almost midnight, I think, or past midnight.
It's after midnight.
After
We're gonna let it all
midnight.
hang out.
So if my fast train with the little telescopic thing on it makes any sense,
Yes.
let us know. If you have any thoughts or anything to add to that, maybe that can be a topic of our text-isode.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe. So if
I'm
you are
co-authoring because I
Right.
came up with the field in a field.
Yes.
In a field in a field that the field goes into.
exactly.
And then it copulates.
Oh yeah, we could co-author this. Yeah, let's
We
do
can
this.
copulate
we
it.
need to get Nate in here because he's an
Nate
actual
again.
physicist.
Yes, he can tell if it's tell us. He
Tell
can
us.
tell us if it
If
sounds
it's a sound idea,
Yes.
yeah. All right.
awesome. All right, so I think that's it
Yeah.
for time travel. We're going to do more time travel episodes in the future, but this is our all-in-all overview time travel
This is our
episode.
spitball, our spitwad,
Boom skis.
our time travel spitwad.
So again, hit us up on the social media. Drop us an email at learningtoCurse@gmail.com. Visit ageofradio.org
And
for us and a plethora
real
of other
quick,
podcasts.
I'm gonna throw this in there too as
Yes.
well. We are thanks to Nikki from
Yes.
from Color Me Dead podcast. If you
Thank you, Nikki.
anybody who signs up with an Addicted to Podcasting
On Facebook.
group, we are having a giveaway of a pair of Studio Sweden
And
headphones.
they are sweet.
They are so sweet.
We've got a pair on right now.
right,
Chuck's got a pair.
right.
I've got a pair.
Are you talking about my
We're
testicles?
a pair of liars right now. We don't have them, but you, the
You could
listener,
have you can have your very
have.
own Studio Sweden headphones.
So get it.
Making sweet love to your ear holes.
So get it, girl.
Go get it, girl. All right, I think that's it.
Do spread the curse
yes.
to everyone you know
Spread it
about
far
us.
and wide.
so
That
we can
too.
welcome more motherfuckers to the classroom.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Now take your fucking seats.
Take your seats.
Actually, class dismissed. Why
That's
haven't
it
we
today.
been ending the show with class dismissed this whole fucking
Season
time?
2.
Right?
Save it for season 2.
Class dismissed should have been the last thing we said on every fucking episode.
Oh, I want to play something that Night Vision created.
Our buddy. Our buddy.
No, it was yeah.
Wherever we go,
He
he goes with me.
No, they can't see this, but imagine
No.
it's a little because he did this on an
Imagine me
iPhone.
and you and me. No matter how they
It's
toss
an
the dice.
alien. It's an alien face.
Oh.
but
Oh, because he does the graphic design too.
well, no.
Oh
this
no,
is-
I got the voice back from the last episode. I started it out with this weird, crazy voice.
Here you go.
Oh, what is it? Point it towards the front of it. There.
Welcome to the classroom, motherfucker.
Nice. Are you got to put that on our Facebook
Yes,
page.
I'm going to. After this episode comes out.
Nice.
Thank you, Night Vision.
Thank you, Night Vision.
He's going to be on our show in season 2.
Yes, Night Vale.
Night Vale. That's another podcast.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Class dismissed,
Class
motherfuckers.
dismissed, motherfuckers. And that is this. That is it for us. Good morning night. I like the good morning night because I don't ever know when they're listening to
Yes.
us.
Good morning, night.
We do this at night.
Sure.
Sleep tight and drive safely.
Sleep
Sleep,
tight.
drive, and tight safely.
Let the bed bugs fuck your asshole.
And if you're John Teeter, we want you on the show.
Yeah, we do.
John Teeter, come on. 2036.
Teeter totter.
Teeter tots.
Titter tots.
Or Andrew Basiago. Somebody, if anybody can get to Andrew Basiago, tell him we want him on the show.
Right?
Because we do.
He could be the mayor of Learning to Curse Bill. So we'll elect him.
Elect him mayor. All right, good night, everybody.